Hey, what's up, guys? All right, I'm out at the park, swamp's right behind me. Got a couple brothers out there doing a little throwing around, doing a little practicing, throwing the pigskin around. Got a football practice going over there, and right across the way, we got a baseball game going on. So you're going to be hearing some celebrating, some cheering, some yelling. So just bear with it, okay? Now, the reason why we're doing this video, because I've been getting a lot of DMs on Instagram about it. So a lot of the biggest things, one of the bigger things that people worry about when they have the surgery is, or even weight loss in general for that matter, just losing weight, period, is how is it going to affect my sex life? And you'd be surprised at how much it does. Now, I almost done this video about 3 or 4 times trying to get this thing into where it's a little bit more adult PG rated, because I was about to go nasty with there for a little bit, but a little bit said I can't, so I had to kind of calm down a little bit. So here we go. All right, so let's talk about the sexual barriers of being obese. Let's start with the men. Prior to surgery, men who are overweight or obese, they tend to experience erectile dysfunction, shortness of breath during intercourse, and of course low levels of testosterone makes sex suck. In addition, obese men may have a problem getting hard on, or they may just have a hard time getting laid in general because they have some issues right there. So, and the women, same way. But the women, though, it's not so much hormonal than it is in sight. See, women, they have reported case studies say that women look into the mirror, and that's when the self-esteem stuff happens. That's when your brain starts playing with the rest of your body, and you don't want to do it either. Sex is out. You don't feel like sex. And overall quality of life just tends to go down. Sex is a major part of life. People don't understand that. Now, weight loss surgery happens. Now, men who've had the surgery as compared to their male counterparts that haven't had surgery had a very, very good finding. The men versus the ones who've had surgery or have had weight loss versus the guys that aren't said that the amount of weight that was lost actually made their testosterone levels increase. Go figure that, huh? In the recent studies over at, I want to say it was Yale University, the hormones are measured by male patients before and after bariatric surgery. These men recorded significant increases in testosterone. And of course, new positions that can be explored to properly enjoy it a little bit better. So overall, everything gets better. Now, for the women, oh Lord, the women. Let's go into a study. All right, that in 2010, a study at University of Miami, actually, found that 70% of the women who've had bariatric surgery reported improvement in sex after weight loss. Now, that's not just weight loss surgery, but also weight loss as well. So you're going to get a little bit of weight loss and weight loss surgery in this video, okay? Just letting you guys know ahead of time. Now, prior to the weight loss, 63% of the women in the study scored low. They scored real low on testing that it was would suggest sexual dysfunction. 6 months after the surgery, though, the same 68% decaying issues reported significant resolving of those dysfunction issues. The greatest improvement among sex, and it's pretty much across the board, younger and older and married, is a big improvement, mostly in sexual desire, arousal, things like lubrication, orgasms, and satisfaction were just immensely increased, because now what they're seeing, they're believing. Now is the reason as to how it is with sex after weight loss. Here we go, guys. About to hit it. Let's go in balls deep. Alright, so now I know could be guys are saying, man, look, my sister's going into sex now. Maybe we need to talk to the doctor. Don't worry about it. Take care of that for you. Dr. John Rapid, he went ahead and he did a survey, and he did an experiment, and he did a paper on it. And he says that the likelihood of your sex life will improve after achieving weight loss or gastric sleeve. Now, reduced weight can facilitate the physical aspects of your sexual relationship. Your libido will also increase, and there is some evidence that suggests that in males, testosterone levels increase. However, he also goes into saying the dark side of everything, and that is that as a morbidly obese patient or one that is losing weight after being big obese, report that a lot of them experience a period of emotional liability. It's thought that's possibly related to the mobilization release of hormones stored in the excess fat that they're getting rid of. This can often lead to irritability and other emotions that would potentially interfere with intimacy.
In other words, your fat brain won't cut
the belly,
shit.
get the weight off. You start seeing it. You start seeing what I see. Next thing you know, you get horny. It's that guys that, major weight loss got loaded perks. We all know it. Things like, you're going to reduce the risk of heart disease. Certain cancers you're going to miss out on. Diabetes, reduce the risk of stroke. You got your joints feel better. You eat better. You feel better. Things like that. But not everybody goes into the sex part of it. Doctors, they're not just really concerned about the physical. They focus on the shifts that occur in the body, the cardiovascular and endocrine systems. But few of them really focus on the impact on sex life. However, a doctor over at Stanford decided, you know what? I'm going to check this stuff out because there is benefits here. And since then, she has found that a healthy intimacy contributes to well-being. It's important to know what to expect. So guess what, guys? I'm about to give you guys the 6 major benefits of sex after weight loss. Now, don't go send me comments on the DMs and Instagram, and don't send stuff down here, all right? We're having an adult conversation about sex, okay? So here we go. The big O, the orgasm, will come much faster for men and for women, but mostly for women. Why? Well, remember I went to the earlier and said that stuff gets a little bit more sensitive. Well, the vagina gets more sensitive and more lubrication, so you can get more stroking for the motion there, and increases sensitivity, and which makes orgasms way more attainable, faster, and more of them. So you're probably going to have more orgasms when that big one pops. Now, what's more, and that should have dropping a lot of weight, it's physically easier to try different sex positions. You may have mobility and flexibility. Switching it up can really help women find what stimulates that orgasm. Find that button just right. Plus, it keeps things exciting in the bedroom. So I highly recommend always switching positions. I'm not going to go into the positions because I was told not to. Now, your self-esteem gets a big boost. This is another one. Major weight loss can result in huge leap in confidence. I'm sure we all know it by now. But some women really have been avoiding sex because of it. They're overweight, feel like they can't come around other people. They're in this little shell. But once they drop that weight, boom, they come out. Losing weight help people just go leaps and bounds on their sexual barriers that they hit. So, big time. Self-esteem, big boost. Health intimacy may still take some time though. Why? Oh, because your partner may still be a little above the body. But when both you guys get on, like one tune, bam, 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 one band, one sound kind of thing. Oh, Lord of mercy, the roof's gonna shake. All right, guys, just remember though, it is completely natural to struggle with it at first. You gotta let go of the old way you were doing things, But now, you can let it rip. The old things of self-doubting, stuff like that will really slow things down. But once you start feeling healthier and start getting into the swing of things and start feeling another flow, then you'll be flowing things a lot better, trust me. So it's really important to remember though. All right. Now you should drink your Red Bull. No, hold on, 1 second. Alright, it's important to remember, guys, that give yourself a little bit of time. Alright, getting comfortable with sex and your new body, it may take a little baby stepping at first. It's important to go and pace yourself with a comfortable, articulating the needs, getting that motion down right, kind of working that new body and just right. It could take a little time to find that balance. But flourishing that self-esteem and intimacy with that right person, oh Lord have mercy, y'all gonna have some fun with this one if y'all not doing it already. Damn, woo! Okay, now another one is that sagging skin may cause some insecurities. I wonder what that would be. I need to go into that? Probably not. I'm gonna say that, guys, is that just if it starts to sag a little bit, just move it out the way, roll it up, do what you gotta do, get it done, and you're gonna love it, I promise. Don't let that be a problem for you, okay? Find ways around it. A big drop in pounds can also mean a heightened bonding experience between partners. So, as your body tones up, you're gonna notice the sensual feels are changing. Husband's touch, maybe more noticeable, softer, gentler, magnified. The touch creates more intimacy between partners, and the research has also shown the feel-good hormone known as oxytocin. You know what that is? Look that up. Probably, this is the last, probably the biggest benefit so far, is that it's on your partner. Whether it's a man or a woman, their sex life improves too. Who'd have known? You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. When one partner is committed to trimming and toning, it can sway the other and then making those healthy choices as well. So what happens is you got two people now that are on the same page, flowing in the same direction. I'm gonna say it again, one band, one sound. Now, not y'all can enjoy outdoor activities together, y'all can enjoy hiking, y'all can enjoy biking, but y'all can also enjoy those bedroom activities together. And if you guys got your little freaks out there, y'all can enjoy some outside activities. Give them a pen. All kidding aside, guys. Couples who sweat together reap the benefits in bed together. A 2015 study, I believe, published in, I want to say, the Journal of Sex Health, I think it was, I found it, found that men who exercise on a regular basis, they have a better erectile system. They get hard-ons faster, and they're harder, and they're longer. Trust me, women like it too. Women love to have a nice, keeping it clean. Sex function. Now, the research, by the way, that came from the Florida Atlantic University, by the way, said men and women who exercise frequently are more likely to rate themselves higher in regards to sexual performance and stability. So, as well as desirability. So, I don't know what I can say to that. I'm just gonna leave it right here. I'm just leave it alone right here. Done. All right, so there it is. Let me just step over that. All right, now, you guys have heard me talk many, many times in the post on Instagram about the benefits of weight loss and sex, and how sex can be used to keep that weight off. So now I'm going to go into a little bit more of a detail now that I got the time. First we're going to go with is that sex blasts the calories, okay? I mean, it knocks the shit out of them. Instead of burning a measly 70 calories, say, lying in bed together, watching TV, y'all do a little Netflix and chill. You take that 70 calories that you burn is watching TV, and then you invest a little time in yourselves, get a little bedroom cardio going on, and just have like 25 minutes of sex, and you're, let's break it down. 25 minutes of sex, 10 minutes of foreplay, 15 minutes of the main event, and you're gonna burn 88 calories on top of that. And if you're pounding away at it pretty freaking hard, now 106 calories, now you got 106 calories, and then you burn some more, and then you keep going. Next thing you know, you gotta wrap around, back to front, bend throw over, he's on top, he's on bottom, and you guys, you are burning some major calories, guys. Major. I mean, I've said before, you can burn anywhere from 300 to 500, depending on how long you're going. If you got alcohol involved, it's massive, guys. I'm telling you, sex is good all the way around. Now, arriving at the orgasm, it gets your heart pounding. All right, so get your metabolism going. As much of pounding up. I mean, pretty much, you can kind of consider running up a flight of stairs to the hotel. That's how much your heart's going to be pounding. You know, I mean, like, you know, back when you were, say, heavy, you know, that pounding in your chest, you felt like you was going to pass out. Now the pounding in your chest makes you want to go with the pounding. You get that groove. It's like, you start feeling that thing. Oh, I gotta do it again. Moving on to number 2. So, number 2 would be, let's say, sex can curb your appetite for high fats and high carbs. You know that? You know how it does that? Because it will help dampen the high level of cortisol that's in your body. You know what that is? Cortisol is that anxiety hormone that can beat muscle. Ever heard of that? Well, it's for real. Now, trying to say this right to where it sounds more professional, but I was wanting to say it. Okay, so the good news is, all right, because the cortisol boosts your appetite for the high fat and high carb stuff, and it tells your body to store these calories in your midsection. Store them for energy, store them for heat, store them for things like that. But you got to have the sexual appetite. You know, good little romp in the hay there, a little bedroom action, and short circuits all that. Believe it or not, it turns out is that sex dampens the body's fight or flight response as far as tension-provoking events, and of course, specifically can calm your body's blood pressure. Even when everything around you is going haywire, you remember little serene instances when you've been banging your husband out there in the back seat or something like that. That stuff goes through your head, right? And then it actually brings you down, because horny is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So that dopamine kicks in. Next thing you know, your cortisol level goes down, everything else starts looking happy. The grass is greener, the sun is shinier, and just life is all much better. Makes sense? Good, because it can also, this is number 3, by the way, it can also double your fat loss. Double? What do you mean 6? I'm saying double. How? Because it will help you sleep like a baby. Like a baby after having fresh breast milk, guys. Skipping on sleeping, It catch up on your work, you toss and you turn and you undercut your body, your ability to shed fat. Now, sleep is very important, right? Not just for muscle building, but for fat shedding. So keep your sex on a regular basis. You'll be sleeping like a baby, and you'll be shedding that fat constantly all the time. Now, there's also, believe it or not, something called oxytocin, otherwise known as the cuddle hormone. That also helps regulate your sleep. Even to a degree that, let's just say that that's a little snuggle bunny, a little hugging at nighttime, a little nudge. It just pushes that little hormone upward a little bit. And that means that your weight loss is on that much of a faster track. So guys, love each other, hug each other, nudge each other, do a little cuddling time, and then get to banging one out, and then go back to cuddling again. It's kind of like, kind of make the graph. Little loving, cuddling, snuggling, pew, go up and come back around again, and then do some loving, little nugging, something, and go to sleep. Sit like a baby. Now, number 4, sex can keep your diet on track. Oh God, this is a proven fact over and over again. I've said it time and time again too, not just on posts, but on to people in general. And that is that how? Because it improves your body's image. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's not physically, it's not that it's actually going to make you keep your diet on track. But what you're seeing in the mirror, that's what's going to do it. Getting your self-esteem, the boost that you need, that you see from losing all the weight. That's what will keep you down on track. Because if you see it, you can achieve it, right? If you achieve it, you believe it. Believe it, achieve it, see it, and poof, you're off to the races. And the sex is good. Let's go with let's see, the MI6 is number 5. Let's see, good sex can make you slimmer, and it'll keep you that way. Anybody figure that? Anybody know why? Well, because you already lost a few pounds, right? Well, you may have noticed an uptick in sexual pleasure, sexual pressure in some areas. And overall, just the slightest, get things going. Well, all this stuff is speeding everything up, because now everything's just going crazy, and it's time to get the ball, so the ball's time to get the ball rolling, right? Well, that's all that's metabolism stuff. Constant rocking, constant rolling, constant rocking, constant rolling. Even a modest weight loss can boost a person's metabolism, and produce, I actually will say boost up women's libido and guys' testosterone levels. So you probably I'm gonna heard that maintaining a new healthier weight is tougher than losing pounds in the first place, right? Heard a million times. Well, if you keep the sex going, keep the orgasms coming, everything I told you before, you keep that stuff going, and the benefits are extreme. All right, if you keep this big but really noted benefit in your mind, the next time you say you're tempted to skip your morning walk, or you're looking at that big sausage burger, you want to eat that big hamburger or something like that, or a waffle with syrup, you start to see things in a different light. I don't want that. I don't need that. Kind of goes back to what I said earlier about number 4, about keeps you down on track. See, all these things all blend together, and sex does that. You're not only going to be fitting into those clothes, skinny jeans, and that, but you'll also have more fun when you take them suckers off. I tell my girl all the time, those clothes look good on you, but they look even better on the floor. I say all the freaking time. All right, now, I'm going to go into one more thing real quick, and this will probably be the last thing I do for this video. Man, I'm going to try to do it without getting too crazy, okay? Because, y'all got to know by now, I'm big into sex. I love sex. I've always loved sex, and I'm never going to not love sex. So talking about orgasms is really going to keep me going. So I'm going to try my best to keep it as professional as possible, okay? Now, I'm going to give you guys real quick, as quick as I can anyway, 6 to 7 things you guys may or not have known about the benefits of having a freaking orgasm. People don't believe that the orgasm is an important part. I mean, it's not just good. It's not just good to come. My God, the benefits are crazy. Take for instance, it will boost your immune system. You know that? The best way to prevent a common cold is to have an orgasm. Whether it's by yourself or it's with a partner. Preferably with a partner, though, right? Sometimes I'm not really condoning masturbation, but hey, you got to, you got to. Now, I think it was, crap, I can't remember where it was. Oh, LSU. Right down the road, but not down the road, but it's in my home state. LSU, 1999, did a study of college students. It showed that those who had sex once or twice a week or even more had a 30% higher level of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin? Not hemoglobin. No. Immunoglobin. I'm sorry. Immunoglobin. Right? Hemoglobin? No. Immunoglobin? Yes. And 30% higher than those who didn't have sex. So, that's a good thing. Now, personally, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if you want to try to boost that when you're having sex. And if you're sick, I don't know about having sex. Okay, I mean, it works after sex, not before sex. So if you're sick before sex, I don't know if I would, because let's say you're getting down and everything else, and you're looking down at your man or looking up at your man or whatever, and you sneeze on him. Maybe a mood breaker. Now, however, you're behind the guy, and you're behind her or something. She sneezes. That jolt. Hold on, it's a good feeling, I'm gonna tell you. But see, I started doing it right. God. Anyway, don't sneeze on your man. All right, if you guys are freaks like that, then go right ahead. But I'm just saying, just try not to do it and get nasty about it. Right? Have Kleenexes around, and shoot up nose or whatever. Just kind of make a practice not to have sex when you're sick. What's the next thing? You're gonna feel happier. No big shocker, right? Now I'm gonna throw a little bit of research in here for you, so you guys believe what I'm talking about. The Journal of Psychomassic Research, okay, it found that people who regularly have sex, not necessarily got an orgasm, but they do have sex on a regular, they tend to be happier. They did a research on 4,000 women in the United States and examined their mood, their sexuality, and the menstrual cycle. They found strong links. There you go. There I am. Found very strong links in sexual interest and overall sense of well-being. And for those with a healthy, high sex drive, naturally, the well-beings were higher and the quality of life was higher. So, moral of that story is, have more sex. Now, women be more likely to conceive. Well, okay. Well, for those trying to start a family, it's a critical role. You got to have sex, right? Well, I think I'm gonna leave that there. The more, more sex, you'd be more likely to conceive. Let's just leave it at that. Now, y'all don't take this the wrong way, okay? But your pain threshold will be higher. All right. Now I'm not talking about how much pain you can take when he's pounding away. No, I might mean that. I mean your pain threshold for overall physical pain will be better. Let's face facts. It's unlikely that you're going to have an orgasm every single time you have sex. Unless, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. There's no excuse for someone not to have an orgasm during sex. If y'all know what y'all doing, then get a book or watch a video, watch porn or whatever. Learn what you're doing. Right? There's no excuse. All right? Simple as that. I'm gonna tell you though. All right, one of the big, as far as this pain threshold shit. All right, the biggest reason to go for it every freaking time is having an orgasm produces a pain blocker. Better than any freaking painkiller you can ever come across. You ever notice that if you ever have a headache, I have a headache, I want to have sex. But if you get pressured into it, your headache goes away. You ever notice that? Or if your arms are hurting, your back's hurting, something's hurting, it goes away after sex. You know why? Well, having an orgasm produces a pain blocking effect that is better than most pain meds. I mean, it's like popping through your Stilor tabs or something like that, just all in one shot. Later on, man. Okay, sorry about that, guys. You heard me on my little orgasm rant earlier and had to say something. Anyway, where was that? Pain threshold. Okay. A doctor, sex educator, Dr. Beverly Whipple, I don't know, figure it out. Beverly Whipple, I think her name is. She wrote a paper called The G-Spot and the Human Body or something like that. And what it comes down to is that having an orgasm produces a pain blocking effect that will immediately stop pain at that point in time. It's like having 3 Percocets or 3 Lortabs kicking all at one time. Boom! And pain goes away. And again, a little pain's a good thing. I'm gonna get my ass in trouble for doing this video, I swear to God. Okay. You may live healthier and you may live longer. Focus on the live longer, the low emphasis. A study conducted in South Wales, over across the pond. They did a study on over the course of 10 years. They examined the relationship between the frequency of orgasms and mortality among middle-aged men. They were asked, say here, how you feel and everything else, and what your sex life like, and what your wants, goals, things like that. And then 10 years later, they came back to them. That follow-up was found that those who had 2 more orgasms a week had a 50% lower mortality risk than those who didn't. So, sex will save your life. Orgasms are actually the fountain of youth. This is men and women. The more O's you have, the more zeros will be on your lifespan. Think about that one. Sure that you guys notice by now, is that regular sex on a regular basis, 1, twice, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times a week, helps you regulate your cycle. I'm sure you guys can attest to that. Hear an amen? Amen. I don't know about no damn menstrual cycle, but I'm just going to take the word for it. Coming around for a circle to this thing, all right? We're going to go back to the fact that the actual orgasm itself will add to the intercourse and help you lose weight and keep it off. You know, kind of like we started here, right? And then we went all to everything, and then we're back to here again. The O, orgasm. That's the thing, because the orgasm is the thing for life. It's the fountain of youth. It's everything, guys. I mean, when it comes right down to it, the benefits of this thing, bigger benefits than women. You'll feel sexy as fuck. Men, you feel like alphas in the bedroom. You know, and it's not just about go ahead and you feel an anticipation of your man coming home or your woman coming home and just getting ready and you're getting it together and just everything, the blood's blowing and you're breathing heavy. She's panting, she's yelping, he's humping, pumping. It's everything. It's all from the start to the finish to the climax to the end. Guys, we're gonna sum it up with all this, right? Sex is good for your heart. The more you repeat, the more you skeet. The more you skeet, the better you feel. So have more sex and make it real. That's all we got, guys. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Guys, you do all the credits, right? Instagram, bam, hits up. Me and my 6 weight loss WLS support. When you get it there, go ahead and go to the top right corner and make sure you find post and story notifications right there. Click on that. The way whenever something happens on Instagram, you guys know it before everybody else does. Going over to YouTube, blink. All right. Hey, we do there. You like it, you ring it, and subscribe to it, guys. All right, we done. Guys, I love y'all. And tell me, push your hardest with yourselves.